So tell us why we're here.
Well, my late father left me a room with all of his gear. I didn't know he had all this information, all of this stuff that I always thought, like, you know, just a few of us know, like, about the government. But when I came in here and I saw the stuff that he left for me, I realized, like, he had a good head on his shoulders, and we related a lot more than I thought we did. So yeah, I just thought maybe I could get the word out, maybe show you guys like what kind of equipment you need to like keep yourself safe from an attack from the government. So
Tell me what this is.
well, this is a wave disruptor. Our cell phones are always projecting out weird waves and we don't know about them. So if you're in a room with these, then it keeps you safe.
Okay, fair enough.
You don't have these in your room?
No, I don't. I see them at the music shop sometimes, but otherwise.
Well, you need to get some quick because otherwise your brain's going to be scrambled like eggs.
Fair enough. What is there a reason why this is here then?
This I've been trying to figure out for a long time. It looks like it's some sort of communication device. I feel like maybe you hit each one. The thing is they don't make any sounds when you hit them, so I don't know if it's about hitting something. I think it's like another wave disperser, sort of like this here. I'm like very excited to like be able to crack into this one and figure out what the heck it is and what it does, because when I look something like this, like to me, this is obvious. Like you know exactly what this does just the first time you look at it. You know, some waves are red, some waves are gray. There are different colors for different waves, so it just makes sense. Like, how many waves do I want? Well, obviously I don't want any high waves, so I bring them down. Obviously I don't want any mid waves, so I bring them down. Obviously I don't want any low waves, so I bring those down too. So like just like that, with some turning some dials, like you remove many waves.
Well,
Like, is that not obvious?
Why is there a provision to even turn them up though, if that's the case?
Well, sometimes, and this is wave theory, so like you might not know this and that's okay. Sometimes to get a wave to not be a wave, you need to cancel the wave. So you need to put an equal and opposite wave in at the same time. So sometimes I put it on high. If you got low waves, the high waves can cancel the low waves, and then you have no waves, and it's just flat. That's what we're going for here. We're always trying to get everything back to flat.
Okay. And this thing?
Well, this thing, it makes sound.
I imagine it does. That's what
well,
they
you're
do.
Not listening to my whole theory with waves. Like some waves cancel other waves out. So these sound waves, you know, you got a whole bunch of microwaves, you got a whole bunch of gamma rays coming in. What are you gonna do? Some people even say that this is something you could play, like that you could get so specific with the waves that you could even like play it.
I think that's probably what it is, isn't it?
No.
Okay. All right.
I'm still trying to get a grip. It's not been too long since he passed. I've been trying to decipher. I think he left me some messages. If you notice, there's no 4 and there's no 7. I have been trying my darndest to figure out what that means. And I mean, there's this theory with 7s that it's like a very perfect number, and that it connects to like a lot of deeper meaning in the universe. And so just the fact that there's no 7 and there's no 4, 4 is also a number. It's 2 plus 2 is 4. 4, 8, half of 8 is 4. 4 is a number that's in a lot of things. And if you notice, it's missing. And so I feel like that was his way of letting me know that I need to find the 4 and I need to find the 7.
And what do you think those would lead you to then?
Everything. I think he was on top of it. I mean, think about the amount that this all would have cost him, right? So I think he was like really close to cracking the code. If he could just figure out the 4 and the 7, then all the puzzle pieces would be put together, but I just haven't figured out how yet. Or like what his theory was.
I see. Well, it's quite a studio.
A studio, I kind of prefer the term like workshop.
Workshop.
Yeah.
Well,
Because these are all tools, right?
could you explain what those are then?
Oh, those. Well, I think they made it big because we're supposed to put things inside of it. So these dials are like, have you ever opened a safe before? Well, in the same way, if you can get the correct numbers, then you can open it up. And I think that my father put something in here that I'm supposed to open and find. Because I think in here is maybe a disrupting advice that I have to take to the government and I have to put in their basement. Once I get this to the government, then I can turn off the waves completely. We can end all waves.
So the government is anti-wave?
No, the government is pro-wave. I'm anti-wave. I don't think wave should exist at all. Like, have you ever heard of a wave that was good?
I think surfers like the occasional wave.
Surfers like the occasional wave. They're constantly gambling with death. Surfers have just been put in by the government to make us think that waves are safe.
For what purpose?
For what purpose? So we trust them. So we trust that our microwave's okay, though. So we trust that the x-ray's fine. And then there's this, okay? And then there's this. And inside this box, I think my father left me the key to it all. That code has something to do, like if you notice there are so many codes that you have to get. Like there are many numbers. This is a difficult code to crack. And I don't know, it's been taking me a long time. It's really noble work because once we get rid of waves, then we're safe. Nobody will die. The only reason we have human death is because we have waves. The government has machines, okay? And these machines create these waves because they're obviously trying to keep us sick. They're trying to keep us down. They're trying to take over. They're trying to destroy what we have. So, in my opinion, in order to have forever life, in order to like actually make it, then we need to get rid of the waves. And I don't know why other people don't care about this. So I thought like finally it's time to let the cat out of the bag. Like I do not have a tinfoil hat on. Obviously, where is it? It's not here, right? It's not on my head. So this is not just a theory. This is real.
I see. Right. Well, yeah. Well, that was very interesting. Is there anything else you'd like to say before we wrap this up?
I think my father also left me a lot of advice in these books, okay? Because on the outside, they seem like they're for planes. So, of course, no one would ever read them. I think that there is all the information in these books. Because, oh my God, and I just found I think he bookmarked this page for a specific reason.
About the Wright brothers?
The Wright brothers. There's something there. The Wright brothers, the Wright code. Maybe there are some words in here. Or maybe the page number. There's something there. I'm going to have to sit with this for a while. Sometimes stuff like this is better when you take a cocktail of drugs. Because sometimes your mind is closed off. Because we've just been bombarded with waves our whole life. And the only way for you to think clearly is to take some drugs together. And then it separates and it creates this waveless environment. So you have no brain waves.
No brain waves is good?
No brain waves is obviously good. We've just discussed the damage that waves do. Why do you think waves in your brain is any different?
It means you're alive, doesn't it?
It means you're alive. It means you die. If you had no brain waves, you could not die. Because everything would be flat.
Right. Sure.
I mean, listen, if you're going to waste my time, then maybe you should go. Because I have some reading to do. Because I think my father left me a clue. And I'm really excited about it. And you're asking me about brain waves. Like, I just explained why waves are bad. And you just think if they're in your brain, they're okay. That's the whole problem. They're putting waves in our brains.
Okay. Did you ever... Are you familiar with music?
Music? What is music?
Oh. I see. Well, nice to meet you. I'm gonna Yeah, I'm gonna.